Leaking top insider stock trades every day until they stop us. September 10th. Remember, 90% of insider trades are totally useless. Let's try to find those high signal ones that can help us make some money. Starting with a director at CECO Environmental Corp that bought $140,000 of the stock. Now, this is a pretty small purchase for him, but he averages 9% 3-month returns with a 76% win rate on 29 previous purchases. This is also his second purchase in the last week. Next, we've got the CFO at MDU Resources Corp that just bought $80,000 of the stock, which is their second largest purchase out of 5. This is a longer term play for them because his 1 month and 3 month returns aren't very good, but he has a 33% 1-year return on his previous purchases with a 100% win rate. This is also their second purchase recently. And we've got the CEO at Cura Oncology buying $400,000 of the stock just a month after buying $300,000 of the stock. These are his only 2 purchases ever, and the stock is already up 20% since that first purchase. However, they have an FDA drug application review that will be finalized either by November 30th or sooner, so obviously a binary event with some huge upside or potential downside. But with the CEO buying, that's definitely a bullish signal here. However, with all biotech and oncology and therapeutics related plays, always high risk. Speaking of therapeutics, we've got a 10% owner at Tango Therapeutics selling $5.11 million of the stock in an unscheduled sale. This is their third largest sale out of 16, and the stock falls an average of over 40% in the next 3 months after their previous sales. We've got another director at Vertiv Holdings selling nearly $2 million of the stock in an unscheduled sale. The stock is up almost 70% in the last year, so they're selling the RIP, and they've averaged 16% 3-month returns on their previous sales, meaning the stock's gone down an average of 16%. This is also now the 4th insider sale we've seen at Vertiv in the last 30 days. And lastly, we've got the exec chairman at DR Horton selling almost $5.5 million of the stock in an unscheduled sale. The stock is up 45% in the last 3 months, so they're selling the RIP, and a senior vice president and a director also joined in on selling the stock. This is the most insider selling we've seen at this company since the end of 2021, and they had a miserable 2022 with the stock going way down, and the exec chairman averages 17% 3-month returns on their previous sales. It is also interesting that we're seeing some selling at this company, which is housing and building related, but then we've also seen some very interesting insider buying at other housing related companies. So it'll be interesting to see overall what happens to the housing market and the companies involved, and then how these individual companies end up playing out within that market. Find all the top insider trades at CEOWatcher.com.